This episode of Opinionated Facts is brought to you by Kinfolk and Caviar. Kinfolk is a Kentucky-based lifestyle brand offering handmade goods well rooted in the culture. Check them out at kinfolkandcaviar.com and use promo code SSDTV20 at checkout for 20% off.
But goddamn, hey, look. But goddamn, hey, 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 but goddamn, hey, just do it.
Welcome to another episode of Opinionated Facts. I'm your host, Drizzle. Today we got another special guest in the building, JustLa. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, bro. How are you doing?
I can't complain. I'm doing all right myself.
That's good. That's good. Thank you for definitely having me. I appreciate that.
Of course, we've been trying to set something up for a while.
Yes.
And
yes, I definitely been tuning in.
You've been sending me your music via Insta DM for a minute.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I took
like,
notice
hey,
of that.
bro, like I see you, you see me. Like,
Yeah, I took note. I took
golly.
notice. Now,
Yeah.
now, recently you changed your name.
Yes. Yes.
Now, why'd you switch the name to JustLa?
So, my first name, which I do love, because of course I wouldn't have gotten most of my previous music is released under the name La Espada. I changed the name because I felt like it was a bit of a disconnect between the type of music that I make and also my fan base. I feel like it kind of ostracized a lot of the listeners that I needed to be targeted because, first of all, I am not of Latino descent and I don't make, and most importantly, that's not even the issue. The most important thing to me is I don't want to have a name that says that I speak Spanish and make Spanish music and then let down people who click on my music and they're like, this ain't no...
What the fuck is this?
What is this? This is that boom boom clap stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's nice, but it ain't what I thought I was going to click on.
Yeah.
And then also for just like the type of music that I do make, which is urban music or alternative hip hop, I say that because I'm very melodic with my raps. And alternative R&B because I'm not no Beyonce or Patti LaBelle, those real belters.
Yeah.
But I do like melody. I wanted to make sure that when they seen La Espada, or I felt that when they did see La Espada, they were kind of like, oh, this ain't for me because I can't even pronounce it. Most people butcher the name. I love y'all dearly, but my name is not La Espanza, La Espanada, La Espada. And I just was just like, you know what? I want to make sure, for one, my name is it correlates with my music, type of music I make, and who I am. And also indicates to my fans or potential listeners, like, what kind of vibe that they're going to get. So I came up with the name JustLa, which is a derivative, of course, of La Espada.
Yeah.
And also helps me tell the story where it's just like, I was La Espada, but I realized that JustLa is sufficient enough. And when I drop my music, y'all will definitely see exactly the change, not only in name, but in my creative space and in my brand of music as well. So that's pretty much the gist of why I did the name change from La Espada to JustLa. And La Espada Music Group is still the name of my record label, so that will not change. Just because of the meaning of the name, to me, still has a personal connection. The name La Espada is Spanish for the sword or the spade. So my logo is a spade with a crown over it. So, and that's for my record label company. And I kind of have this like derivative next to like shift in the brand where I have like a La Espada ninja, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like the group part. That's where the ninjas come in. But anyway, to stay on track, like that's why.
Okay. Now, is there a change in the sound of the music, or are you still?
Yeah, I would say there is a change in the style of the music. I am getting more acquainted with R&B style. So, in my journey of being an artist and also deciding to be independent, I don't really want to work for a label. I'll partner with a label, but I will not be signed to a label. That's kind of my goal. I can see where it might change depending on how the contract is negotiated, that's how it would change. But the music, the sound is more R&B, more experimental with melodies, different riffs, ranging vocal, more feeling, more empathetic, I guess, more connective to like those emotions.
Okay.
My music used to be kind of heavy on those hip hop riffs, those catchy deliveries, wordplay, and I still have that. That's never gonna change, but it's real fast paced, and I want to slow it down a little bit more, and tell them more. I feel like R&B or alternative R&B or wave and B, trap soul, whatever you want to call it, is a sound that most Kentuckians can't really get away. Like even if you hear like let's say NBA, or excuse me, no 2K.
Yeah.
He is still rapping, but he is still very trap soulish with it to me in our own vibe.
Yeah. He's in that Lucci and Dirk and that. You know, he's in that. Yeah, he's in that realm.
Yeah, and I feel like they correlate with. They would sound good with Bryson Tiller.
Yeah.
I feel like that is like from the spectrum, right? So we have the Bryson Tiller trap soul, and then we have the YFN. Like they all create this spectrum for that sound. So with me being from Kentucky and just having that natural ear, that's what we go to. Like we are very soulful and smooth, but we will turn up.
Yeah.
Like you feel me? That's just us. So that's what our music does, I feel. So I just wanted to cater more to that as well, instead of trying to be like a Lil Wayne or like, cause I love Lil Wayne. I love having those catchy punchlines where you come back and you be like, hold on, wait.
Wayne got in that bag a few times. I'm single, brand new. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, some.
He did, and it came around more so when our guy. When he signed Drizzy.
Yeah.
He was able to open up, because honestly, we don't probably like to give him too much credit, but I feel like Drizzy or Dre, not Dre, excuse me, Drake.
Yeah.
He definitely opened that lane to where it's just like hip hop can be a lot more melodic and in touch with the feelings. So yeah, my sound is definitely more R&B geared, and it's more so trying to focus on building up my songwriting career, because I feel like I'm going to write more music than I'll ever be able to perform. Like, I write music almost every day. So it's like, why not figure out how to get that sound out, but to an artist that can really do the song justice with their vocal. And also with their actual, like, how they actually see themselves as an artist. Do you see yourself selling out arenas? Cool. I'm going to send you a song or make you an album where that is exactly what you will do. Because I'm listening to your voice. I know what you can do. We're going to push a little bit. Like, that's the thing, the side that I'm tapping into now in my journey, is that I really love the creative process more than the performance process. This is my performance. When I'm inside the studio connecting with an artist, it's like the best feeling ever. So the music sound is changing for sure.
Okay. Now you said that you probably never. Well, I don't want to say never, but you said at least as of right now, you don't plan on signing with no label.
Yeah, as of right now, I do not, because the way that these contracts are looking are super shiesty.
Yeah.
With me being a creative, full on, meaning that as for what I need to do, I don't have to. If for whatever music I need, the only thing I have to do work for hire is engineer. Mm-hmm. I can write the chorus, I can write the verse, and of course I need a beat producer. Those are the two things that the sound engineer and the beat producer are the only two things I have to outsource. So it's just like, for my contract not to reflect that, and you're trying to take 15 points on my writer share and then the other points on my like if we're not doing there, I don't even want to accept a 50-50 deal.
Yeah.
That you probably support 20% of my craft, which is distribution. I'm cool with giving you 20% of whatever I make off what I create. And spending hours and connecting and actually doing the work.
Yeah.
So until it kind of reflects that, like, I'm not interested in signing with any majors, because no. Yeah, that's how.
Now, are you a part of a team, like a collective, or is it just? Are you just okay? I
am a member of the wonderful entertainment troupe, which is titled, or not titled, but we go by I Am Royalty. Our founder is Tez of Too Deep. Shout out to bruh. We are just an entertainment collective from the city that our main goal is pretty much to work together. in transforming the music scene in Louisville, meaning that there was a time, we're getting a lot better, but there was a time where it's just like we couldn't navigate the music scene exactly how we needed to in Louisville. So a lot of us artists, a lot of us creatives who work with artists, we were just kind of like in our own bubble because we kind of felt stuck in a way because nobody was moving and functioning. So Trey, shout out my boy Misfit Trey. He must be talking about me. But Supply Media, plug. But back to Tez. I'm glad that he started the trip because that was his goal, is to create a community around our music. And then once we create the community around our music, teach each other how to uplift. Like, what do you need here? What do you need? Okay, we come together. And that's what I Am Royalty is. We come together for our creative needs and for the community, and we make things happen, for sure. Sasha is a very active member in I Am Royalty and also very well-known member of I Am Royalty because of her dope music and, of course, the vibe, open mic. So we create things like that and work together to just make sure, like, you know, we're still creating music. We're making the navigation for music within our city something that's cohesive, that flows, and then also, just an outlet, a platform, creating those.
So is it just you, Tez, and Sasha?
No, I came in. I Am Royalty was already a thing, like, way before I even entered into it. The way that I found out about I Am Royalty was I recorded with my brother Shane at Head First. I tell this on almost every interview. I met Saint via Braxton. Me and Braxton and you, we had a class together in college, but me, Braxton, and you, we all went to the University of Louisville. Graduates, I'm pretty sure. And shout out to that. Hello. Creatives with degrees.
Hey, that class.
Bruh, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That class was tough. I'll be back, me and you both be back there like, man, I'll be looking for you for support, bro.
Dreadful. Oh my God. It was early. I'd have to park in that weak ass garage.
I know, bro.
Like, oh my God.
Dog, it was the good days, bro.
If I could go back.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wish I go back. I miss college.
College was lit.
Some of these classes, but I can't do it no more.
Nah.
But
I had a philosophy class. I had that class. What was that, like, Com 411?
It was some type of com class.
It was like law and communication.
Yeah, it was
that. Shout out Professor Z, though. That class was cool, though, but it was hard to stay awake after that lunch hour because we had lunch.
Yeah, it was rough.
I'm like, dang.
I ain't gonna lie. But
okay, yeah.
But
but I found out, I met Saint via Braxton because we all went to, Louisville together, and of course Mingo had parties. So Braxton found out that I could rap. He was like, yo, slide the Head First. I was like, cool. Come to my session. I was like, cool, bet. So I met Saint there. Started recording with Saint months later. I realized that my boy Rob Lee, shout out Rob Lee, and my boy Ade, Elliot Nichols, either way that y'all know him by, we were all chilling one time, and we all record with, Elliot records, I think, with his brothers, but Rob Lee and I both record with Saint. So we were all kicking it, and we were all cool because we also sung in Voices of Praise together at church. Okay. Like, this is how close our creative network is in the city. That's why we had to get something popping, like moving. But we were all chilling this one night, and they were like, "Yo, like, you gotta get into I Am Royalty. Like, we gotta put a word in for you." And I think I had worked with Sasha as well. We had that's when I had first met with Sasha. And we were doing Forever Love. Because the way I met Sasha was, of course, by doing Vibe. Yeah. So our relationship came from, our personal relationship developed from there. And I was like, yo, I got this song, you know what I'm saying, we can work on, So I met her, so we had our relationship. And it was just like, we all think you need to be in I Am Royalty. We about to reach out to Tez. So they reached out to him. I seen him at an event. I think it might have been a Royal Wednesday event. And I was performing that night as a guest. And then after I performed, Tez was like, let's talk. And I was like, okay, cool. So he told me what I Am Royalty is about. And that was history. So that's how I pretty much came about knowing about the entertainment troupe, for sure. Okay. So it's been here for a while. So I think it was Tez his brother Shelby, and I think Sasha was definitely one of the early people to be inside the Greatness Championship. I can tell you that, but I did not start it.
Okay. Now, you haven't dropped the album at all under either name yet.
No.
Do you plan on dropping the album, or
do.
you just?
I do. One thing that I did when I first got excited about hearing my sound, my actual sound, which my brother Saint introduced me to. Shout out Saint, bruh. Head first. And shout out Hughes. Anyway, it's a beautiful thing going on. Oops, sorry, blooper. We just dropped the phone. But I do plan on dropping an album. It's just that I dropped a 7-track EP when I first was like really excited and focused. Like, oh, I got my sound now. Like, I'm about to kill it. Like, I'm about to be famous in like 6 months, right? Because my sound is just, you know how you have that thought process. And I dropped it on Dat Piff, I think, and also on. It has like a monkey for the logo. I can't remember what it's called. It's not Audio Mac.
It's not my mixtapes.
It's not.
It's Spinnerella?
Spin something.
Is it Spinnerella?
Yeah, Spinnerella.
Okay.
Spinnerella.
Okay, yeah.
And I dropped that prematurely. I feel like that's something that I should have held on to.
Yeah. Because
I did not understand the marketing side of music. So, because I didn't understand that marketing side of music, and because I'm not a person who is really a people like, I love people, but I love people from like over here. I'm very to myself. Like, I don't like protruding, being all in front of your face, asking for attention. Like, that's not me. So, because I didn't have that naturally either, it was like, it just sat there. Because it's just like, even when I was sharing music, I'm not the type of person who's always liking posts, commenting, messaging, trying to be in the mix. Like, or like that in person. So it's like when I drop something, it would just be like, and I definitely wasn't telling people like, oh, like, you gotta check me out, like, I just dropped the blah 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 blah. So now that I've learned that, I'm just really pretty much building a vault of songs.
Okay.
And once I'm learning the marketing side, I'm learning how to connect with my target audience, with my fan base, the people who really connect with me as a person in the music I make, and I connect with them. I'm waiting to finally. I'm working on building that relationship. Once I build that relationship, I will come out with an album, because I feel like I'll be ready to market it, and I feel like I'll have the fan base to actually take it to the next level. Meaning they're gonna be so excited. It might be 500 people, right? That I finally cultivated this relationship that's excited about me and my music, and we connect. That will play it like crazy, and then share it like crazy, and then like be, like that. That's what I don't have yet. So that's why I haven't released any full-on projects, but I have like 3 underway like right now. On top of like, I think I have like 100 songs almost in the Saints studio. So
and the album is coming soon.
Are
you
an EP?
Okay.
I'm not doing a full on album yet. An EP will definitely be dropping soon. It was my goal before COVID was to have something out for the summer.
Yeah.
But when that happened,
well, Espada made that type of summer music.
Yeah.
In which I'm trying to see which you did explain that you want to get more so into the writing aspect.
Mm-hmm.
But from what's the song? I think the last song you dropped on the name of the Gahtdamn.
Yes,
so
I love
that. That's a party song.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you your music was along those party song lines,
mm-hmm.
in a sense. And so now you're taking that transition, and now you're going into the writing side of it. So
I'm going into the writing side of it because that's going to help me fuel my artistry career. Because I had to think, if I'm not going to be a major and signed to a major, then I have to operate like a major and sign myself. So it's like, what is going to get me the most yield financially that'll support my artistry, but also keep me where I want to be at, which is creating.
Yeah. And
songwriting is that. So it's like, my songwriting part is going to fuel my artistry to where I guess I got the formula either from The Dream or from Neo is really the person that I know that did that. He stayed down as a songwriter, kept his artistry, kept growing that, and then when he came out with that banger, that everybody remember him going down the steps. I don't remember. If we don't know the song, we know the video.
Oh my god! Is that the shit that had Petey Pablo in?
Yeah, where he was dancing in the streets and stuff. Yeah. When he dropped it, it was undeniable, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were like, who is this guy? We're looking at everything and we don't. It's song hard though. That's a. He don't look like nobody we know out here. Like, but he was so cold, and that's just like what I want to do. Like, it's like there's gonna be a few people who know I make music. I'm gonna make sure that you know that I make music. I'm still working on my artistry. I still got like my sound as an artist will introduce more R&B. Yeah. But I still got those club banger tracks and those ride along tracks where you're just gonna be like, what? But then I'm gonna have the one where you probably gonna play it with your mama because it's like not as hard or jumpy, or play with a little female, you know, where you trying to be a little smooth or whatever. She trying to be smooth, well, dude, whatever, however y'all do it. So yeah, so that's pretty much all. So you'll definitely still get the Gahtdamns. Like, the only reason why Gahtdamn wasn't released under the name JustLa is because I didn't have that full on natural, like, okay, I'm ready to let go.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Now, have you worked with a lot of artists in the city?
I have a song underway with Destiny Ray. She is located in Covington, Kentucky right now. She's a graduate in NKU. I like to shout out everybody who's an artist that graduated. But she's a graduate in NKU. She's killing it in the social working. But her artistry name is Destiny Ray. And she has an album out that's on Apple Music. Please forgive me, Destiny, for not knowing the name of it. But we have a song underway. I have a song with Alexa Morgan that is still under the way. They probably like, we've been waiting on you forever. But I would like to work with a lot more artists. Sorry, my head started itching. As far as outside of... no, those are the only two that I actually have that are artists that I'm actually writing vocals for and trying that out and see how they feel about it. I would play one.
So you're writing the music. You're not on the songs.
Well, with the one with Destiny Ray, I'm on the song.
Okay.
So the idea of the first EP that I kind of have out is, of course, me writing the vocals for the artist, but me having a verse as a rapper. Gotcha. So those are the two songs. I'm glad you asked that. So that's pretty much like the formula that I'll be taking with that album. But the songs that I'm writing now are with me not even
on the song, just writing for other people.
Mm-hmm. And then I have those songs where I connect with it, and I'm like, that's my sound, so I'll put it in like my artist collection. So. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think I see where you're trying to go with it. So yeah, I completely understand. But that's some people different. Some people want to be on the scene, and some folks kind of want to be behind the scenes. So if you want to, but sometimes you got to be on the scene to get behind the scene, and then sometimes you got to be behind the scene to get on the scene.
Young Berg, right?
Yeah.
Who's now Hitmaker. He had to be on the scene.
I think a lot of people still don't know.
Yeah.
That is Hitmaker.
He got smashes. But he had to be. He's an example of being on the scene and then to get behind the scene. So yeah that's true.
Yeah. Yeah, so sometimes you got to take that route, but as long as you stay within the lanes of your vision,
that's true.
You good. Now, I always got to ask. It's a questions that I usually ask artists recently.
Okay.
With you living in the city, with everything going on, how has it been? How has it affected you? How have you been able to stay creative? Like.
Personal outlook, looking in, looking out. So everything that's going on has definitely had an effect on me personally. I'm not outraged, but if we're talking about the pandemic, so when that came, that definitely hit me differently personally because I'm an only child, so
yeah,
and it's just me, my mom, and my dog. So it's just like I had to think about that. I have family, yes, but nobody's my mama. Like, so it's just like that definitely made me, and I'm very close with her, so that definitely made me, it shut down my creative process a lot. Not feeling safe to be outside, not knowing how to trust or whatever, whose information, they acting like they know what they doing, but it finds out, you turn up that they was wrong because they didn't know, they was just guessing, trying to keep crowd control.
Yeah.
As far as the ongoing situation that we have with just racial inequality, police brutality, that bothers me. But when I say that I am not outraged, I'm saying that I'm trying to make sure that I have emotional intelligence about the situation. I'm trying to make sure that my emotions are not dictating what I'm doing and what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And just being open to different perspectives, and just understanding the importance of disrespecting a person in general.
Yeah.
And I feel like before, those are the basis of anything good happening in the civilization. So it's just like before I think we'll really see change. I feel like, and this is why I'm not outraged, I feel like we all as people need to figure out how to achieve that type of peace personally.
Yeah.
Because whatever we are is what we do. And it's like human beings, we're very good at being contradicting to what it is that we say we want to do and be, and what we actually are doing and who we are.
Yeah.
And until we see a change, I feel like in order for us to really see a change that's going to last, I feel like I don't care what color you are, every human being, I don't care if you're LGBTQ in the community, I don't care if you're straight, heterosexual, black, white, Hispanic, from China, whatever, I don't care. Just as a person, until we do a better job at making sure first that we are good, that we are aware of what's going on with us and how we feel, and understanding that we control how we let stuff affect us.
Yeah.
Cool. Until we get better at doing that, it's going to be very difficult to do it outside. A lot of things, the nicest way that I can say it is that we're very contradicting. Some of us who are supporting these positive movements are not even really positive people. You don't even really know that you are not being positive. And if you don't, like, a lot of people are just seeking the movement because they're seeking attention. A lot of people are screaming, "This matters," but I'm gonna lie to you, I talk bad to my mama. I don't see my kids. I work. Like just things that it's just like the universe, God, the universe, same to me, is about harmony, and karma is God's general. Yeah. The universe is general, so it's just like, and that's energy, and energy is never killed; it's transferred. So, and there's another thing: energy attracts likeness, right? Yeah. Or direct opposites, and those are two scary things to me. If you're a direct opposite, right, that means you're super vulnerable by an energy that's the opposite of you. So you have to be stronger than that negative shit. If you're not, you're going to become consumed. You're going to be altered. You're going to be misplaced. Right. And then if it's not your opposite, but you are negative energy, but you're trying to put out positive energy, how? So I feel like we're dealing with a lot of spiritual and energy issues right now, and as individuals. And once we can figure that part out, I feel like we'll see a lot of real change. Now, not to negate or say that there's not real change going on right now, because I feel like there's still strides of progress going out, because I feel like there are still people who, not everybody is not in tune with themselves. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So because there's are people that are still in tune with their stuff, there's still progress going towards. But that's how I feel. Like I feel just super hyper vigilant, super cautious, not taking things for granted, like being able to go outside, being able to go to anywhere.
Yeah.
And then just being able to still see my family as well, because like it made me more aware of how much you're risking it every day once you leave the house.
Facts. Well, hey, like you said, it's a lot of people doing stuff for the wrong reasons. I call them cloud demons.
Yes, I agree with that. Cloud demons. Yes.
Hey, just like
attention
I said,
whores.
Yeah, it's but no, it's definitely been. It took a while to kind of like for me, like I do this. You know what I'm saying? I talk to the artists and like I haven't been to any protests. Like
I haven't either, and a lot of people have felt away about that.
Well, I don't live here. I'm in Lex. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different. You know what I'm saying? My work schedule a little different. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like I got to take care of home before I do anything. Yeah. But
that's true.
So like for me, I'm like, at least what I can do, at least when I do interview folks, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna, we're gonna make sure we say Breonna Taylor's name.
Yes, we have to say Breonna Taylor's name. That's period.
But I kind of I had my own show I was doing, and I took a step back because I did an episode initially after the second night of the protest. The second night, the hand got taken off the stand, all that shit.
Yeah.
I did an episode the day after, or the night of that. Like, literally, I planned to do an episode already. That shit was going on. I did the episode. It was cool. But I told myself, I said, I don't want it to seem like I'm using this stuff going on
to get butt popping.
Yeah, and I'm like, that ain't, like, I made sure I talked about it. I'm aware. I notified it. I see it. I pointed at it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to keep putting out content talking about this because it's not
like
that's not for me. You know what I'm saying? It's other people who are doing that and they're doing a hell of a job. They're reporting on everything they do. That's your calling. You're knocking it out the park. Me, it's not for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm showing I'm on the side. I support. I'm with it. You feel me? Like, but as far as for my content, for stuff that I create, I can't get down like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so I kind of paused some of the stuff I was doing because I'm like, I'm not even, that's what's going on. I want to talk about stuff that's going on. Not saying I don't want to talk about that, but I don't want to use that. I don't want to build off that type of energy because if that stuff wasn't so nationalized, I wouldn't be talking about it. Now, if I was one of those people where if that's how I get my shit off, and I always talk no matter what, on a random Tuesday, I'm talking about shit like this, then yeah, go on. This is your time.
Yeah.
But if you weren't talking about it before this,
what do you? Yeah.
Hold your horses.
Like I ain't never heard you talk about community or
you know what I'm saying. Like it's
being so moved by the like.
Yeah, just pump the brakes.
And I'm glad you said that because I my goal is to educate and show my awareness and solidarity as well. So I posted. I'm putting even when Corona started helping, her mental health tips like how to keep your kids busy. Like if you watch my story, it's up there. But as far as that hype stuff and showing all these deaths and like all this other stuff, it's like cool. Now when we get to Breonna Taylor, posted hella stuff on Ahmaud, Breonna, and George, right? But at the same time, like you said, I'm not gonna make that my clout.
Yeah.
My clout board, and I'm gonna float into your attention wave. Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people may have or did a little bit of that, but I mean that's cool. If that's, but just make sure you don't switch up.
Yeah, I mean some people might have done it unintentionally because I can
that's also true.
I can definitely see how that can happen.
Move, like
I can definitely see how that can happen. But then there's also people who are, I can use this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm about to capitalize off this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody has the right and the. I feel like if you're an artist and you make music, there's nothing wrong with you making a song. Nothing wrong with you doing a video.
No, not at all.
But sometimes it's like, okay, if 40 motherfuckers make a social injustice music video, pretty sure half of you niggas is just doing this for clout. Just half. I'm not gonna say everybody. I'm gonna say just half. Or maybe more. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I just playing devil's advocate, just going off the numbers. That's just what that's that. At least that's how I see it. It's like I feel like it's almost like when Facebook tells you, you know, it's like when Facebook tells you it's such and such's birthday. Tell them happy birthday. Sometimes you catch yourself, oh, happy birthday. I haven't talked to you since it was your birthday last year. Now, do I really mean happy birthday? I just kind of said it just a Facebook thing. You know what I'm saying? But you got some people really mean, no, I really mean happy birthday, bro. They do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, happy birthday. You know, like they really mean it. And sometimes it's just, I just said it just, everybody else on the timeline was saying happy birthday to you.
Yeah,
happy
so
birthday.
I'm going to just be like.
Yeah, I'm going to just flow right in. I want you to share my happy birthday post to you or like it. You know what I'm saying? So it's
like it?
Yeah, so it's like,
yeah, bro.
Some people do it and it's genuine, and then you got people who do it just because it's what they feel like they should do because they're around it, and then you got some that's like, oh, I'm trying to capitalize off this.
That's
so
true.
I'm about to tap into that. You feel? I see this is what's hot.
Yeah, I've seen. I always look at it like you can tell. Like you can tell. I feel like you can tell from people's intentions behind stuff. Like I know you know what I'm talking about too. So it's just like like there's some artists where I'm just like, if such and such ain't made a video yet, why are you like?
Yeah.
Like because there are certain people where I know who are really about this.
Yeah.
This is in front of the mic, off the mic.
Yeah, facts.
But they're more so off the mic. They don't have to, that are really about this.
Because it's already in their music.
And thank you. That's what I was about to say next. They have already been talking about this before it was specifically that. Like,
they already laid it down. So it's already in their music. It's already in my videos. It's already on my social media. Like, I don't have to go out of my way to show that I'm down with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because I've been down.
If you listen to my music, you know what it is. If you watch my videos, you know what it is. You feel me? You follow me on social media, you know what it is.
I've been on it.
I don't gotta tap into the social injustice warrior wave to get some relevant views and like because I live this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and everybody's gonna congratulate whatever such and such is doing. But you know what I'm saying, when artist X has been doing it, they don't get the same reception as artist B when they jump into it for 20 minutes.
That's
you know
true.
What I'm saying? Because it's just, oh yeah, I fuck with such and such and he's on it, so yeah, he right. It's like, bro, if you look over here, bro, he been doing this forever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Show that same support. So I mean, I get it. It's a dirty game, but
it is.
Like I said, hey, you got clout demons out here. But,
for sure. And dude, get it how you live. Like, no hate. Like, cool, it worked for you. It just won't work for me.
You got any shout outs you want to give before we get up out of here?
Shout out Drizzle, feel me? Shout out the movement. I know you got this dope playlist that you about to come in. What's it called? What's the playlist called again?
Make Local Great Again.
Yeah, Make Local Great Again. That's genius. I'm hoping to be on that. So shout out the playlist that you about to come up with.
Me and the homie, we did the first one. And we kind of we did like a little draft.
Yeah, I remember you making a post about that.
Yeah, so like we gonna kind of keep that aspect. We're gonna keep a couple artists from each playlist and carry them over, but then we gonna draft half of the list is gonna be a new draft pool of artists who wasn't on the list. So that way we can have new introductions, and it's not the same people, and we not just having one list where we just building. We want to have different ones. So you'll get on this one, and at least on the next one, it's going to be 15 different people each time. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to get an introduction to a new artist at least every one time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was kind of something that we came up with. And so, we kind of took a step back because everything was going on. So we kind of had our own stuff we had to take care of. But we're
making sure the home front is good, like you said.
We getting into it. We getting to it.
But yeah, so shout out to the playlist, make Local Great Again. Shout out to Hugh Studio. Shout out my brother Saint. You're great. Head First Media. Shout out my mama. She's great. She's my private investor. She loads a lot of my stuff in the front. Thanks, Mom. Shout out the city. You know what I'm saying? Shout out 502. Shout out Kentucky. Shout out everybody out here that's not chasing clout. We love you. Thank you. And shout out to everybody that is working right now in the community to bring about peace and prosperity for everybody. You've been about this since for a minute. Shout out to y'all. Y'all mean the world. Shout out to God, like the universe, whatever you call it, like that. Where would we be, you know? And shout out Iron Royalty. Who else I want to shout out? Shoot, I think I'm good on my shout out. Shout out JustLa, the new name. It's me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be lame, but here we go. I am JustLa, formerly La Espada. And y'all can follow me on my new Instagram page. Please follow my new Instagram page. It is just, I don't know. It's ITS_ just. So JUST La. So there's no space with the JustLa. So follow me on Instagram and check me out. And I do got some new music coming out. So let's get it.
All right, cool. Like I said, I appreciate you for pulling up.
Hey man, thanks for having me. Dog.
Yeah, it was a dope interview. Like I said, we're looking forward to the new music, the new sound.
Yeah, hopefully I can come back and we can chat it up about the new music.
Hey, the door's always open.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Like I said, been another dope interview. Another dope episode, Opinionated Facts, and we out.
All right, I'll let y'all.
Peace.
That's funny, Look, too busy focus, made me lose focus. Hard to control this, how do you hold it? Feeling controlling, now I'm explosive. I played it cool so you wouldn't notice. Fear is the key to my heart. Fear keep me playing it smart. Fear keep me all on my toes. Fear keep my eyes on the road. I fear you leave me alone. I make it hard to replace me. I make it easy to love me.